Yo, it's Amanda, Dad, and she's kinda odd, but hey, she's totally Amanda.
Hey friends, another day and another section of my house that needs to be decorated for Halloween. Now, the last time we left off, we did my mantle fireplace, which is right over here, and I just moved you guys over to this lovely piano area where I do incorporate a lot of my decor. So let's just get started. I do have a general idea of how I usually do it with this space as well, but since I have a lot of new items, I'm gonna try and incorporate them here. This vintage candelabra always gives me major spooky vibes. Somebody actually had spray painted it silver, and I restored it a few years ago into its original state, and it holds a crap ton of candles, which I will eventually put in it obviously, but again, it takes a lot of batteries, so we're charging those bad boys up. I put it here last year, and I do really enjoy it here just because it looks spooky from the outside. So I think we're gonna go with that there. My philosophy is that you could never have too many jack-o'-lanterns. I thrifted this one, and I am gonna put it where I put it last year, which is right on top of this mini wooden piano that we have on our piano. And the top does come off, so a tea light will be going in that. But he's cute up there. This is a cute little witch candle holder. I had this for sale on my thrift store, and then I decided to keep it because I just love it so much. I usually put it here. I think we'll just start with that anyways. And just as a reminder, here are my queens. I am gonna go ahead and just put them here for now. I don't think it's like too much witch on witch either. You can never have too many witches, am I right? Part of the problem too is that I'm trying to go space by space, but things might work better in other parts of my house. But for now, I might see if these two new ones that you guys would have seen in my last video work on here as well. I think they just pair pretty nicely together. I just don't want it to look too insane, even though I am a maximalist. I have limits. But let's just give it a whirl. Like, what if we put that there? This here, maybe? I just feel like they complement each other very nicely. But yeah, it might be too much. Maybe even if it was up on this ledge. Like on either sides of my clock right there. I'm actually not mad at that. It might just be a little bit busy with the queens, but for now, I'm kind of into it. I forgot that I have these, and I always do like to use these as a little bit more of a riser. You can put something in them, but I think it's kind of cool just to stack something on them, and I'm thinking maybe they go under the witches. That's kind of cool. I don't know, maybe just to add a little bit more height. I'm into it. I always love to pop a candle back in this one spot on the piano, and I usually just put a trivet underneath it. Again, just adding layers, and I like to think it maybe helps protect the piano a little bit too with the heat from the candle. So that's just gonna go there. And next I have this cute trick or treat wooden sign that I thrifted. I think I'm gonna see about maybe just setting it right here. I would like to get some spooky sheet music. That'd be cool to have out at some point, but I think that actually works right there. This is just another piece of our everyday decor. It's either vintage or antique. It's just a old berry picker, and I always just have it on the piano. So I am just gonna put that here. I'm pretty sure I also had this item for sale on my thrift store at one point, and I decided to keep her because she's everything. It's like the only problem with having my store. I just want everything for myself. But I think I am just gonna pop her on the back right here, and she can kind of be dangling. So cute. I'll show you guys obviously how it's looking over here as well. This ghosty is another one of my prized possessions. He is the very popular Cracker Barrel ghost, and I had to be pretty quick when I bought him, but he always lives right on this little pedestal that we have. It's very spooky from behind, even when you look outside, so that'll be awesome. Obviously a tea light goes in there. Woo, jump scare. Oh my God, the head just moved on its own. Y'all, this is my queen of all queens. Her name is Annabelle. Yes, I obviously got inspiration from the actual Annabelle doll. I am a huge fan of all the Annabelle movies and just the Conjuring universe in general. She's vintage from Germany, actually, and I purchased her from my old job. I used to work at a vintage store called Mako's Vintage. They're now Montauk Vintage. Definitely check them out. But I just saw her sit there for months and months and months, and nobody wanted her. I don't know why. She creeps everybody out though, and her skin actually does have like a gray hue to it. I love it because I am just a creepy bitch. And my fiance Jarrett isn't the biggest fan of her. I've kind of placed her in certain parts of the house and he's like, nope, But for Halloween, she definitely does have her moments at the piano. Another one that looks like super creepy from outside. Even just from the back right here. Oh my God, I live for it. What an icon. So many friends and family have said to get rid of her and that she's so creepy, but I love her and she's not going anywhere. I think she actually protects the house, and we do believe our house is a little bit haunted. And if you guys want some proof that our house is already haunted and it has nothing to do with Annabelle, just take a peek at this footage.
Hey, cutie, where are you? It's over here. Here. What?
I swear I just heard somebody say, I'm here.
I did.
Oh,
Oh, you
God,
said I'm
scared
here.
the shit out of
I
me.
thought you said it.
No, but after that, somebody said, I'm here.
Tell me about it.
I heard it. I just got
I did
full body
too.
chills.
I thought I heard something too, to be honest. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
just got
No, you did. You definitely
body chills.
did. I heard it sounded.
Because it wasn't your voice, it was like, I'm here.
Yeah, it sounded like a little like throaty kind of thing.
Buddy, can you talk? Or is there a ghost in here?
Thank God I'm not.
That's definitely the craziest thing I've experienced, and I've never had evidence like that. Even on popular ghost shows, it's like, oh, and then he said this, and it's like, no, he didn't. I didn't really hear that, but this is clear as day. That one tripped a lot of people out too. People have just experienced things here, and there's actually a creepy story involving this piano that Jarrett experienced, but maybe that'll be for another day. And then lastly, we do just have this other staple piece that's always in our decor that I took out, but I think I will just add back in over here because this space is kind of empty, but we're super full otherwise. It's starting to get crazy, so I think I am just going to stop there when it comes to this section. But of course, I'm gonna have to show you guys how it's all lit up. I just saw my ghost that's sitting on the mantle right now in the reflection of our window staring at me. Mini jump scare. And now it is time to decorate our entryway. As you guys can see, that is the front door. And as you walk in, sometimes you can come this way. Ooh, bookshelf. Lots of space to decorate. These are our normal staples that I will just take down and swap out. So let's just get into it. An easy way to start is just with my pumpkin garland. And I actually already have my hooks that just live here, which is perfect for any change I want to make seasonally. It's just great for my garlands. This is definitely one of my favorite vintage pieces that I own. I love that it has this little catch-all dish, and we usually just keep our keys in here. That's why it's right by the front door. However, sometimes I do like to style this up for the seasons as well. Like I put little fake pumpkins in here, but for now I think I am just gonna keep it in its usual spot. And obviously the taper candles just add to the spookiness. This piece of artwork does live here year-round. I do not move it, but it is especially perfect for autumn. It has a lot of autumn feels to it, as you can see. And it's very special because it is an original by Chimney Smoke Art. This is also very near and dear to my heart. Billie Holiday is one of my favorite artists of all time. As stunning as it is, I do move it for Halloween. And this one as well, obviously this is like a beach scene. So those will be going down now, and I'm going to be putting up some spooky things shortly. So as far as the pieces that go right here, I do have these beautiful portraits. There's nothing wrong with them, except when you turn them to the side. So if you're viewing them, obviously it's just one of those pieces of artwork that changes into spooky faces. I just got these on Amazon. Oh, she's upside down. I think she's my favorite. If you can see, her throat is slit. I'm so dark. And then just this little precious angel, who's also a demon. I'll give you guys a better look of these as well, but they're going up in a row right here. All right, I just have my tape on the back. These are super lightweight as well, so you only need one piece. And I do put my favorite down here at the beginning, just because I do like to see her the most. And then I put it kind of by like the middle girl next and the baby girl at the top, just so it kind of goes back in age. She'll go next, like I said, in order of the ages. And then the little baby at the top. Perfect. This next item brings me so much happiness. They are high resolution prints of the Pumpkin family, apparently just having a family reunion. I found this on Instagram from a shop that has the original photo, and the shop owner actually sells these prints. I will link their shop in case you guys are interested. Hopefully they're still selling them. My favorite detail is actually right here. It is a girl holding her dog, and it reminds me of myself and my Jack Russell Terrier, Olive. Just so unique and special, and something that not everybody has. So I love that. And it does just go right over here. And I love that I found that double stacked frame. It's perfect to display both of them. And this is another embroidery hoop creation that I made myself, and I do just put it right above the Pumpkin family. Next up, I have a batch of different sizes of bats that I do like to just stick on my mirror, kind of make it come off of the mirror like they're flying up. So I'm gonna put those on next. This is what they look like though, and they come with tape that you can just stick them on as well. So let's see what sizes we have, eh? Hit it like Rum Pumpa Pum. Get it hot like Papa John. Make a bitch go on and on. It's a feminine phenomenon. Hit it like Rum Pumpa Pum. Get hot like Papa John. Make a bitch go on and on. It's a motherfucking feminine phenomenon. True. You right. And I do like to start with the big sizes. If I haven't in the past, then I'm an idiot. That's what I'm doing today, because I like to have it start big and then it like gets smaller in size as if it's going away from you visually. You know what I mean? And you can just bend the sides up as well. They have a nice little crease. It's a feminine phenomenon. All right, we're gonna start with that amount. Here's the sticker pack in case you're interested. And we're just gonna go for it. I'm such an idiot because I forgot that I do like to put some of these on the left-hand side of my mantle. And then my favorite die cut of all time, I don't know how I forgot to put this up there the other day, goes on the opposite side. So I'll have to show you guys that as well. I looked at a reference picture from last year, and this is why you need to do this before you just willy-nilly start. I had them going this way, and I think that I might like that better. I am gonna take these off. And I think I'm gonna just start it like down here instead, because that does just make more sense with it like going around the curvature. I was just kind of trying to let them go that way, but nah, we switching it up, y'all. So freaking stupid. Yeah, she's stupid as shit. This evil girl is just looking dead into my soul right now. Don't put a curse on me, boo-boo. Thank you. What the fuck is that noise? Well, once again, this house is haunted. I don't mind if you're here, ghosts, but please, just leave me in peace. Thank you. Oh my gosh, I found the ghost noise. It's just this bird. Wait, are you inside or are you outside? Wait, what the fuck? What are you doing, dude? I totally thought for a second that he had gotten trapped in this in-between gap, but like we don't usually have this open this time of year. He scared me so much, but he flew off, so he must be okay. Wish there's more that I could do for him. I want to bring him inside and be his mother, but that was the ghost. Cool, cool beans, beans, cool beans, cool, cool beans, beans, cool. This is what life of a perfectionist looks like. Honestly, I think I'm pretty happy with that though. I kind of just want to add maybe like one more Big Daddy down here though. Cool. I'm such a nerd. All right, and I finally think that I found a spot for Sam to shine. I wanted him to be in a spot that I'm going to be able to enjoy him a lot. I sit right there on the couch, so this would be a nice spot for him, and he can just be the center of attention as he frickin' should be. These houses I do put in the same spot every year, so I think I am just gonna keep them there. They light up. Gonna have to charge the batteries as per usual. And this one's a little bit smaller, so to give it a little bit more of a boost, I actually love to stack it and display it on this vintage set of Goosebump books that I thrifted. These are everything. So good. So yeah, I'll just put the books here, and I'll just stack this bad boy up there. Card holders like this are essential to my decor. I love vintage ephemera, and I do just love to display them on this. You guys would have seen that old portrait photo that I have of that woman, but I also have this one of a couple on their wedding day and like another one of a spooky looking house that I'll show you, but I always display those for Halloween on this. Here's the first one that I was talking about though, just looks like a spooky house. I believe that I got both of these at a random vintage store in Montana. And then next up is just this beautiful couple, and I do really treasure this. Yes, I'm putting it up for spooky season, but at least it's being appreciated and it gets to be out and about and not just in the garbage somewhere or sitting on a shelf in a thrift store getting all dusty and musty. I'm just keeping their love alive, and I wish that I knew their story. I think I'm pretty happy with how that's looking though, and I kind of do need to get some more that I can add to it, but for now I think it looks really cute. I got this on Etsy, and it's just a little cardboard ghosty, and I think I am gonna put him in this space right here. It's a little empty and it kind of just balances out the paper goods. As far as the bookshelf goes, I think that that's done, but now I'm going to show you guys my all-time favorite Halloween decor that I own. He is my pride and joy, and I'm getting emotional thinking about him. He is a life-size animatronic skeleton. I got him at Target a few years ago, and homie stays up through Thanksgiving and Christmas. Of course, I have a Jack Skellington outfit that he changes into for Christmas, but he actually just lives in this space right here, but I do need to assemble him. His name is Benny though, because he does just remind me of the taxi driver from Halloween Town. Here is Benny's packaging in case you guys were curious. He was $150, but it's the best money I've ever spent. And here he is in all of his glory. I'm just gonna put him in his spot and plug him in.
Oh, it's such a spooky night.
True.
It chills me to the bone.
His arm is a little wonky though, so I need to fix that joint. Just over here like a proud mother. I love him so much. The dad jokes.
Happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween! I kind of feel like he's alive right now. I thought in the past that you had to walk in front of him like it was motion sensitive, but he seems to just be going. So it looks like it's either on where he's just on and talking, or it's off with the volume and he just continuously goes. But for the most part, he is just off, and I like to just use him as decor. Well, there you have it, friends. I think that this section is complete. You can already see a little bit of this wall that has our normal decor, and it needs to be swapped for Halloween, so that is what I'm going to do next. And speaking of this section over here, it always does turn out really cool, but it is the bane of my existence, and you'll see why. Let's just get on into it now though. All right, now it is time to move on to our hallway. I already hinted last time that there is an element that I loathe doing every year in this spot, but the first step is really easy. And that is just to take down these that are our normal decor and swap them out for spooky decor, of course. So here are the pieces that I do the swap for every year. They are of our dog Olive. We did use AI to have them done, but it was done years ago at this point, before AI really took off, before I really knew the implications that it had. Obviously, bad for artists, bad for our environment, so I try not to use it anymore, but I am obsessed with how these turned out. This one, her body is kind of just wrapped in a way that she looks like a mummy. And the funny part about this one, when we had it done, it didn't have her tail in it, so my fiance actually edited her tail into this one, and it looks more like her. All right, so these are the items right here. This is actually super cool. I got it at Goodwill a bunch of years ago. I actually have another one, just in case it ever gives out. But this is what's the most pain in the ass part. But it's so cool because it's a web that clearly lights up, has all these different modes. But I hang it so it's right here, kind of stretched out really big, you guys will see. Just a pain in the ass to hang, honestly. I just use command tape. So let's give it a whirl. Son of a bitch, son of a, son of a, son of a bitch. We're just gonna have to go for it, people. Oh, you son of a. Hell on earth. Honestly, moving faster than I have in previous years. I guess I'm getting better at it, but it's still very annoying. And there's just certain parts that like don't line up straight when you do it. That irks my soul. This line is just already irking me so badly. So we're gonna straighten that out a little bit. And it's not gonna be perfect, even though Amanda's a perfectionist. Sometimes we have to embrace the imperfections. Very hard for me to do. I don't know why this hole is like so much more gaping than some of the others, but again, we need to learn to just let go sometimes, Amanda. I'm telling you guys, command tape saves my life. Alrighty, and Spidey's on. Just gonna hang this one back up, and obviously it does just go in front of it, but so cute. And I still have access to the panel to turn it on, so let's light her up. So it has the 3 settings. I usually do just keep it on the still setting. That really wasn't that bad this year. I'm excited. I think I have one more spot in the house that I want to show you guys as I'm decorating, and that's just a little shelving area that we have in our kitchen. Some of the other stuff I might just show you guys what it looks like decorated, because it's kind of just like tiny corners and such. And to be honest, this is taking me quite a while, and I think those are better to just kind of cut to the chase with. So it's on to the kitchen next. Okay, so this is obviously the kitchen section that I was telling you guys about. You guys can kind of see, but not really. We have all of our vinyl records up there. This is obviously my new plugin that I showed you guys in my decor haul video. These definitely are our normal decor pieces, as you can see, but since this is just like a seascape by one of my favorite artists out here, Candace Seslow, I will be switching this out and I will be putting it somewhere else and safe. I'm kind of thinking in its place though, I'm gonna maybe put my Haunted Mansion plaque there. Ideally, I would like it on our front porch just because it is kind of an entryway item. However, since it is pretty heavy, I just kind of worry that it's not gonna be safe out there. Here it is though, in all of her glory. And this is really stuck into the wall too. That's why I feel a little bit safer with it being here. Let's just give it a whirl. It looks like my stunning candle warmer has kicked the bucket. It's just not working. I replaced the bulb. I don't know. It doesn't even have like a little fuse on the end. So I might just have to toss it, unfortunately. I'm so sad. I've always wanted to drill something right here so we can also hang things on that side. So we did just do that. So I think I'm actually going to put the plaque here because it's shorter. It won't block that. And then You guys will remember this one as well from my haul, the crow piece of artwork I'm gonna hang on this side. This handy dandy record holder is actually what I usually put right here to kind of block off this plug and everything, because the wiring does just piss me off. So I think I probably will just go with that right there. This actually might even be nice over here, but we can put some festive records out then and it looks so cute. Just some festive albums like these ones right here. I'll usually put on display, and I'll add some as well, maybe that just have like the orange and black coloring or something, but that'll be a good way to hide this because this kills me. I like that for now, and again, I'll add to it. This actually could maybe even be cute here because again, I just want to kind of hide the plug. So let's put it right here for now. I definitely want to incorporate this item over here. And I recently bought this from an Instagram vintage thrift shop. It's a vintage doll head from Germany. And to fit with the like cloche theme, I'm thinking that I can just pop it in there. It looks pretty cozy and spooky. In recent years, I did start a head vase collection, and these black ones are just perfect for Halloween. I made these little felt witch hats for them. And I do want to get a little pumpkin pail to hang off of this one's finger. So I definitely want to incorporate these queens over here. I think I'm going to put these here instead because they do just sit a little bit more flush than the hydrangeas. They are massive. That works a little bit better, and then I can incorporate some other things kind of to go near it. I kind of like that so far because I feel like the cloches kind of balance each other out, and I like the head vases right here, and I do have some candelabras that I might put behind the head vases, and then maybe even one over here to balance that out. I'll see. I recently purchased this pair from the thrift store. I was going to sell them on Pollen and Love Thrift, but this one decided to just break off, so I guess I'm keeping them now. I had to hot glue it because no glue would really hold otherwise, but I think that I'm gonna just put some fake spider webbing to make it spooky, and I have this little spider left over from an old DIY that I can just kind of block it with. But I'm kind of thinking that at least one could kind of look cool behind the gals. I actually think I will like this here, but I might just move this guy somewhere else in the house. But I think I might like that balance a little bit more if I'm gonna put one of the candelabras on that side. I feel like the other one needs to be on the other side. Best battery operated candles of all time. I can link these for you guys. I have one that is still going. I swear to you, I'm not even lying. I have one that I put aside just for science to see how long it would glow. I put in like rechargeable batteries that I fully charged up. Those might have been new at the time as well. It's lasted for over a year though. I don't know how that's even possible. Like I said before, our house is a little bit haunted, so maybe that's why. I don't know if everybody has the same luck. But either way, these do last a very long time. I should honestly be getting a commission through Amazon because I'm the best spokeswoman for these because they are just incredible. Like I said, that one has lasted so long. But just envision them lit up and on either side. Now, since we know Amanda's all about balance, this is a little heavy right here, so we need to add something on this side to balance it out. I'm thinking that little pumpkin actually might be super cute. I do have this bag of pumpkins and gourds that actually might come in handy for this spot as well. So let's just bust into these. Oh, she's a moldy queen. Bye. I think that's cute for just a little bit more of a touch. I don't want to go too crazy over here, so I think I am going to stop it here and enjoy the view of it at night. And I'm just gonna insert here some more reveals around the house. All right, y'all, and that concludes my Halloween decorating videos for the year. So come November 1st, around there, I will just remove my spooky stuff and keep more of the autumn harvest vibes up. I typically don't like to decorate for Christmas until December 1st. However, I did splurge on my dream Christmas tree this year that I've had my eye on for a few years. It's always sold out, so I had to get it early. So the tree will be going up at the very least earlier this year. And I'll probably skip the harvest decorating, but maybe I'll do Christmas. And as much Halloween that I have, and it's my favorite, I definitely have more Christmas. Anyways, guys, I hope that you have a wonderful Halloween and spooky season, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.